Have you ever paused to consider the nature of consciousness or pondered the mysteries of existence? What does it mean to be, to observe, and to understand? In this unique series, we embark on an exploration that transcends the boundaries of traditional programming tutorials. We delve into the profound realms of artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and the foundational principles of being, all through the lens of the Lisp programming language. Lisp, with its elegant syntax and powerful abstraction capabilities, serves as our guide in weaving together the threads of technology and philosophical inquiry. From automated reasoning and symbolic processing to the simulation of quantum phenomena, Lisp offers a versatile toolkit for our explorations. As we navigate this series, we'll not only uncover the capabilities of Lisp in modeling complex systems, but also engage in deep philosophical questions. Can machines exhibit consciousness? What does the emergence of intelligence in AI systems reveal about our understanding of life and existence? How do quantum computing and entanglement challenge our notions of reality? Welcome to Coded Consciousness, a journey through Lisp, AI, and the philosophy of mind. Join me on this journey where each episode is a stepping stone toward unraveling the mysteries of consciousness and computation. Together, we'll probe the limits of what machines can teach us about being and explore how the act of programming can become a philosophical endeavor. Episode 1: Introduction to Lisp, Consciousness and AI. Our aim today is more than just to acquaint ourselves with Lisp. We embark on an exploration into the essence of decision-making, a concept central to both AI and human consciousness. Through a simple yet profound project, we'll start peeling back the layers of complexity surrounding consciousness, simulated through the humble beginnings of AI in Lisp. Lisp stands as one of the oldest and most distinctive programming languages. Its unique characteristics, such as symbolic expression, processing, and powerful recursion capabilities, have made it a favored tool for AI research. As we introduce the basics of Lisp syntax and functions, consider Lisp not just as a programming language, but as a medium for exploring cognition and intelligence. Our journey is also a philosophical one. We'll contemplate on what consciousness entails and the ways in which AI challenges and expands our understanding. Artificial intelligence, in its pursuit to emulate and surpass human cognitive capabilities, serves as a mirror reflecting our own quest for understanding consciousness. Now, consider the maze, a labyrinth of pathways and walls, a metaphor, perhaps, for the intricate corridors of our minds. We stand at the entrance, the S point, seeking the exit, the E, through pathways represented by zeros. Let's bring this abstract maze into the realm of Lisp. Before we dive into our exploration, you'll need to set up a programming environment tailored for Lisp. Find the link to download Particle, a portable common Lisp development environment, in the video description. Just download, unzip, and launch the Particle application to begin. In our journey of exploration, we begin with the simple yet profound act of defining our maze, a symbolic landscape of choices, challenges, and opportunities. Much like the textured terrain of existence itself, here, defparameter serves as our inaugural spell in the realm of Lisp, enabling us to declare a global variable that embodies our maze. This global variable, denoted by *maze*, becomes a map of our existential quest, a compass guiding us through the complexities of decision-making and consciousness exploration. Imagine standing at the edge of an expansive forest, the branches and leaves whispering tales of ancient wisdom. This forest, with its myriad paths, uncannily mirrors the layout of our maze. Each clearing and thicket represents a decision point, a moment of choice where one path leads to clarity and another to ambiguity. Just as a traveler uses a map to navigate the forest's enigmatic depths, we use the star maze star variable to encapsulate the digital wilderness we are about to chart. This maze isn't merely a collection of binary choices, ones as impassable walls and zeros as open paths, but rather an allegory of life's intricate dance. The S marks not just our starting point, but symbolizes the awakening of consciousness. It's the spark that ignites curiosity, propelling us to venture into the unknown. The E, our exit, represents goals, aspirations, and the quest for meaning, our philosophical destination. As participants in this grand expedition, we're not merely coding, we are engaging in a dialogue with the fabric of being. Through defparameter, we bind our digital quest to the larger narrative of existence. The maze, in its simplicity, becomes a microcosm of the universe, inviting us to ponder the nature of choice, the architecture of thought processes, and the emergence of consciousness from the seemingly mundane. Thus, defparameter is not just a technical step but a philosophical doorway, inviting us to consider how we map out the landscapes of our own lives. Each step through the maze, coded in the syntax of Lisp, becomes a step through the intricate maze of being, consciousness, and cosmos. How do we find our way in an unknown world, be it a physical labyrinth or the intricate maze of existence? Embedded in this question is the essence of navigation, driven by the dual forces of reason and exploration. Our navigator, in this instance a Lisp function, embodies the intrinsic human quest for understanding and meaning. It starts at S, a representation not just of a starting point, but the awakening of consciousness in a realm of potentialities. In this digital microcosm, our navigator is a simple form of consciousness. It perceives its environment, makes decisions based on the sensory input, the structure of the maze, and reacts accordingly. Although primitive, this process mirrors the foundational steps of human cognition: awareness, analysis, and action. In our philosophical journey through Lisp and consciousness, find start takes on a profound role. This function is not merely locating the S in a grid. It signifies the quest for the genesis of consciousness within the vast maze of existence. The loop in Lisp is a metaphor for the eternal cycle of seeking and discovering that defines both the human condition and the scientific pursuit. The loops nested within find start traverse the maze, mirroring the methodology of reasoning, scrutinizing every element of one's environment to locate oneself within the cosmic or existential grid. Here, X and Y are more than coordinates. They represent the axes of our understanding, the where and the why of our being. When find start discerns the symbol S, it's akin to the illumination of awareness, the spark that ignites the journey of exploration. In returning the coordinates list XY, it's not merely guiding the navigator towards a point of departure, but echoes the awakening of individual consciousness in the universe. This simple operation reflects the moments of realization, the epiphanies that orient us towards our purpose and aspirations. Through Fine Start, Lisp transcends its nature as a programming language to become a vehicle for understanding profound philosophical inquiries. It raises questions about the nature of beginning. How do we recognize the start of consciousness? Can the inception of awareness be pinpointed in the maze of neural complexity? What does it mean to commence the journey towards enlightenment, symbolized here by finding E, the exit or the end? Such is the depth contained within the syntax and operations of Lisp. Every function, variable, and loop carries the potential to reflect on far-reaching concepts through the act of programming. We thus engage with the timeless quests of philosophy, mapping out the terrains of knowledge, existence, and the self. Navigating this labyrinth with Lisp as our guide, we embark on a voyage that is as much about exploring the outer realms of computation as it is about delving into the inner universe of consciousness and meaning. The quest for closure. In every saga of discovery and enlightenment, the end holds a transformative power, neither more nor less significant than the beginning, yet intrinsically linked to it through the journey's narrative arc. As Fine Start embodies the awakening, the introspective quest for self and understanding within the lattice of existence, the Find Exit function in Lisp symbolizes the search for conclusion, understanding, and ultimately transcendence. It represents not just acquisition of knowledge or the end of a quest, but the amalgamation of experience into wisdom within our little program. Upon delving into the essence of Find Exit, we embark on a scientific and philosophical examination of finality within the confines of a computational labyrinth. Each iteration of the nested loops signifies not just the movement across the digital grid, but also represents every step we take, every decision made in the boundless quest for meaning. The methodology employed by Find Exit, systematically cutting through layers of existence to identify E, mirrors our relentless human pursuit to understand the closures in our life narratives. The letter E signifying not only an exit from the confines of the maze, but also enlightenment attained through trials, tribulations, and introspections. When the function encounters the symbol E, it's akin to us realizing our goals, the culmination of our quest for knowledge, or a significant epiphany in our understanding of consciousness. The return of list XY, the coordinates of the exit, parallels the precise moment when theoretical knowledge crystallizes into realized wisdom. This coordinate pair transcends its computational role, acting as a cryptographic key to unlock the deeper understanding of existence and consciousness. Find Exit, showcased within our digital cosmos, is an allegory of the human existential narrative. Each one of us, conscious entities within the vast perceivable universe, is on a perpetual journey towards understanding, the exit from the maze of ignorance into the light of comprehension. Yet enlightenment is not mere escape, but a passage through experience, a narrative arc from ignorance through challenge towards comprehension and wisdom. This Lisp function subtly invites us to reflect on the endpoints of our journey of exploration and understanding. It prompts philosophical inquiry into the nature of conclusion and fulfillment. What constitutes the exit in our personal quests? Is it achieving ultimate knowledge, reaching a state of peace and contentment, Or perhaps it's the realization that every end is merely a threshold to a new beginning. In this voyage, chattering through Lisp's syntactical landscapes, every line of code traverses multiple dimensions, not only navigating through digital realms, but also delving into the intricate mazes housed within our minds and cosmos. Through such exploration, Lisp transcends its identity as a mere tool for computation, becoming a conduit for philosophical inquiry, echoing the timeless human odyssey through consciousness, existence, and the pursuit of enlightenment. In our exploration, we have awakened to the beginning with find start, and we have glimpsed the potential for fulfillment with find exit. Now, we encounter a pivotal concept, movement within the maze of our existence. The functions can move and move, embody the kinetic energy of decision making, guiding us through the intricate dance of choices and consequences, discovering potential paths. Embedded in can move, we find the essence of discernment and possibility. This function serves as a guardian, not merely guiding where our navigator can travel, but also symbolizing the broader human capacity for evaluating choices. The conditions within the function represent boundaries and opportunities, checking if x is greater than or equal to 0 and x is less than the length of the first row of the maze, and similarly for y, we are echoing life's constraints. There is a path we can tread within the confines of our reality, limits defined by nature, society, and our own selves. However, within these confines lies the freedom of choice, represented by the spot in the maze at row y and column x is open, represented by equal nth x, nth y, maze 0, meaning that the spot in the maze at row y and column x is open, marked by 0, or reaching our goal, symbolized by equal nth x, nth y, maze e, meaning the spot in the maze at row y and column x is the exit, marked as E. These are the paths laid open to us and the objectives we strive for, respectively. To can move is to question our capacity for action within our personal mazes. Where can we go from here? What are the boundaries of our potential? And where do the openings lie? Charting the journey. The move function crystallizes the act of navigating through life's maze. Every cond clause is a decision point, a crossroad where one must choose which path to take, whether to move downward or rightward, mapping to the universal choices between comfort and risk, regression and progression. When we move down, it signifies descent or delving deeper into an issue, exploring the depths of our consciousness, our minds. Moving right symbolizes progression, lateral moves that might offer new perspectives or opportunities. And when we're stuck, it reflects those moments in life where we feel immobilized by doubt, fear, and indecision. Move isn't just about location change, it's about exploring possibilities and confronting our limitations. It invites reflection. How often do we move in directions that truly align with our aspiration for fulfillment, marked by E? In dynamically traversing the digital maze, can move and move offer powerful metaphors for human existence. They encapsulate the delicate balance between agency and constraint, the interplay of choice within limitations. Each conditional step within move, guided by can move's wisdom, represents the multitude of small decisions that chart the course of our lives. Thus, in weaving through the labyrinth of Lisp code, we uncover deeper insights into our navigational ethos in the vast maze of existence. Through this syntactic exploration, Lisp functions transcend mere code to become vehicles for philosophical inquiry, probing into the dualities of freedom and constraint, action and inaction, all while illuminating the path from commencement, S, to enlightenment, E. Let's journey to the culmination of our exploration, where thought transforms into action, where the philosophical meets the practical head-on. This brings us to navigate from, a function that embodies the essence of movement, of taking steps, and of journeying through the vast expanse we've laid before us. Breaking down this beacon of our journey, navigate from, we embark. The initial step, the function begins by establishing where we are at this moment, our current position, represented by XY. Like ourselves in the vast, uncaring universe, starting from a point of self-awareness, the path forward. Using our trusty move function, we make a decision at each step, downward, rightward, or halt if we're stuck. Every step, next position, is a result of a choice, akin to the choices we make every day, each one steering the course of our lives in profound yet subtle ways. Through the use of a loop, this function simulates the continuous journey we all navigate, characterized by a procession of movements, of movement and stillness. We move, assess, and move again, each iteration a heartbeat in the living organism of our quest. With each movement, we document our trail, living breadcrumbs of insights, a dialogue of progression reminding us where we've been. It's like a story of our adventure through the maze, writing itself one step at a time. And finally, when no more steps can be taken, when we find ourselves stuck, or hopefully at our desired termination, we reflect. Have we reached the enlightenment we sought? Where have our decisions led us? Navigating from is more than a sum of its syntax. It's a microcosm of our own existential journey. In its looping, recursion, and conditionals, it encapsulates life's perennial motion, filled with decisions, reflections, trials, and perhaps arrival. As we invoke, navigate from, initiating its cycle with our starting point in the maze, we mimic the human intrigue with exploration, the quest for knowledge, for fulfillment, for enlightenment. This function propels us forward, but also calls us to reflect on each move's significance and what it reveals about our journey. It's here in the sublime interconnection of Lisp's logic and life's philosophy that we uncover profound truths. Every step taken within our computational maze can mirror the steps we take in life, with every choice echoing through the corridors of existence, shaping our path forward, understanding towards our E. In conclusion, as we ventured from find start and find exit through can move and finally to navigate from, we've traced a journey not through a maze but through the conceptual frameworks that underpin our understanding of consciousness and decision making. This excursion through Lisp code has been a mirror to our own pursuits, revealing that the voyage through code can be as enriching and enlightening as the deepest philosophical quests. As we observe the unfolding path of our navigator through the maze, culminated in a seemingly anticlimactic final position, stuck, we are invited to reflect not just on the journey's end, but on the entire voyage that led here. Each step a decision made, each decision a microcosm of free will and deterministic interplay, much like the choices we face in our existence. The result, while seemingly a setback, encapsulates a profound truth about our exploration, or exploration in general, both computational and existential. Our navigator, though halted, has traversed a landscape rich with decision points. The path it took through the maze, downward, rightward, facing obstacles, mirrors our own path through life's maze. The stuck outcome serves not as a sign of failure, but as a pivotal moment of reflection. It prompts us to question, what does it truly mean to be stuck? Is it the absence of movement, or rather a moment teeming with potential for reflection, learning, and growth? Similarly, in our lives, moments of stillness and apparent impasse challenge us to find new ways of thinking, new pathways that may lead us out of stasis. Now, scientifically, stuck marks a boundary, a limitation of our current rules and understanding within the scope of the algorithm. It becomes an impetus for further inquiry, encouraging modifications, adaptations, and evolution of our approach. Philosophically, it embodies the essence of human striving against limitations, our relentless pursuit of knowledge and understanding, regardless of the obstacles we encounter. This exploration through a digital maze transcends the confines of code, touching upon our series' deeper themes, consciousness, existence, and the emergence of complex systems from simple rules. Each movement within the maze, each emergent behavior from our simplistic AI becomes a metaphor for the emergence of consciousness itself, for the way complex thought and self-awareness arises from biological code and algorithms of our brains. Now, for episode 2, our journey doesn't end at being stuck. Instead, it opens the door to our next exploration. That's episode 2. The essence of existence in code. Here we'll delve deeper into the theories of existence, extrapolating the threads of life from our binary maze into a rich tapestry of a digital ecosystem. We'll craft a world within Lisp where entities, not unlike ourselves, navigate existence, compete, collaborate, and evolve, raising poignant questions about life, death, and the interplay between code and being. As we wrap up our journey through the maze, remember, every end is merely a new beginning. The stuck navigator, symbolic of our momentary impasse in life, invites us to ponder, reassess, and leap forward into new adventures. So, as we stand on the brink of the unknown terrains and uncharted waters, let's press onward with curiosity, courage, and an insatiable desire to unravel the mysteries of existence. Join me in episode 2 as we delve further into the heart of computation and consciousness, continuing our quest to decipher the essence of existence in code. What new insights will we uncover as we sculpt life from the digital clay of Lisp? Stay tuned and let's discover together.